We're about to cross the street to go to the corner in Winslow, Arizona. And this is like my life dream. Right now we're at Walnut Canyon just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona. It's a national monument that has more cliff dwellings. But one of us is not very excited about this because this is
273 stairs.
This is a legit canyon. So we're going down, but then we got to come back up. And Ashley's arch in her foot is not feeling too good right now. So we're gonna try to push through as much as we can and go see some incredible cliff dwellings. Welcome to Walnut Canyon National Monument, where the ancestral Sinagua people clearly had better calves than I do. For centuries, they carved out a life in these dramatic cliff dwellings, starting around 1100 AD. You have to admire their commitment to a good view, considering the daily commute involved hauling water uphill. Our descent into this fascinating history takes us down approximately 185 feet, via a grand total of 273 stairs. The good news is the views are incredible. The less good news is those 273 stairs have a return policy, and you'll have to climb them. But trust me, walking amongst these ancient homes is worth the leg burn. Sadly, not everyone appreciated this historical treasure. Some early visitors treated it less like a monument and more like an antique store. Thankfully, the National Park Service is now in charge, and they're much stricter about taking souvenirs. If the thought of 546 stairs round trip makes your glutes twitch, the Rim Trail offers stunning, less vertical perspectives. So whether you conquer the 273 stairs or enjoy the panorama from above, Walnut Canyon is a testament to a resilient people and a reminder that even the best views come with a bit of effort. So these cliff dwellings are over 800 years old. And what's neat is the dwellings go around the island, but then also along the canyon edge. So there's like 300 cliff dwellings on the outside, and then the canyon has like, I think about 100. So there are a lot of cliff dwellings here. We're officially cave dwellers now. What do you think?
It's my favorite.
It's definitely an upgrade from what we have with space.
Yeah.
Good view. It's just the same view every single day, so. But I think we should invest in this kind of real estate. This would work for us.
Caves. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So the major problem is that a lot of these dwellings were looted in the 1800s. So they had to kind of revamped some of this, and a lot of the antiquities and all of that are gone.
So a lot of the history is lost now, and they even use dynamite to blow up some of the walls so they can get more daylight inside. So they did do some restoration, what they can. The ones on the other side where you can't actually get to, those are untouched.
Yeah, like the originals.
800-year-old. Crazy.
So we're going to do a check-in on fear of heights. If you have a fear of heights, you don't really have to worry about this. We all know that Derek has a fear of falling, so they have rails all around this place, and if they didn't, it would be a lot more freaky, but there are points like this right here where there are no rails. It does like a bit of a drop. So if you have an extreme fear of falling, I'd feel it out at the beginning, but I'm doing okay.
And if you have a wife like me that likes to do this,
oh my God. She always does that. She like starts jerking herself like she's gonna dance or fall. Watch what she does. Do it. Yeah, that. It scares the hell out of me. But yeah, you'll be all right. This is well worth it. I think the worst part is ahead of us of actually going back up the canyon, and that's gonna be hard, but but no, everything's good.
this is where we're headed. Back up there.
Yeah, at the very top you can see the visitor center. So we're on the island, we have to cross over.
And I'm already lazy and not in shape. And then today, he decided to surprise me with breakfast of a Cinnabon. So I had only half of it, but still, that's about 4 cups of sugar for breakfast that I don't normally have. So I'm waiting for like my blood sugar to just go, nope. Here's an example of what the looters did. All the walls are gone here. I was just asking him, I wonder like where'd all the artifacts go? What did they do with it? How did they sell it? Does anybody know? Like they have something that's worth something, or how old it is? I don't know.
Yeah, it's from the late 1800s is when all this got looted, so who knows where it's at. Probably handed down generation to generation.
But over there, where people can't get to, it's like perfectly pristine, and it's pretty cool to see. So I'm reading the sign that talks about this area, and a little thing I didn't learn until just now was that the looters weren't just power-hungry guys trying to make money. It was actually like promoted and told people, visitors, to come with shovels, and they would leave with their souvenirs. So this was like an activity they did back in the day.
Just when you think you're done with the stairs. Well, yesterday we drove up from Flagstaff and we arrived in Kaibab National Forest. Now, Kaibab was named by the Paiutes and it means upside down mountain. So we stayed in Kaibab National Forest last night. It's literally right outside the south entrance going into the Grand Canyon. So if you have a van or you have an RV, this is absolutely perfect for you. It doesn't have hookups, but if you want to do some dispersed camping and then get a nice quick start right away in the morning, you are going to want to stay right here in Kaibab National Forest. We've been to the Grand Canyon before. We did it a few years ago during the pandemic. I was actually furloughed from work, and Ashley was still teaching, but she was able to teach on the road. So we actually drove in our Ford Explorer, and we traveled around for, I think, like 45 days across the country, just camping out in our SUV. And we got to go to the Grand Canyon the first day that it opened up to the public, but you had to get an entry pass, and they only gave it out to so many people. So the first time and only time we've seen the Grand Canyon was, there was nobody there. There was no buses. There was hardly any tourists there. We had it felt like to ourselves. So we'll see what it's like. I mean, it is February now, so maybe it won't be as busy, but it's supposed to be in the mid-60s today. So it might draw some locals, or I don't know, people coming out for the weekend from around the area. So we'll see how it goes today. You know, surprisingly, Ashley was not blown away by the Grand Canyon when we first saw it. I think because it's just so massive, you just really can't take it in. So I think today, as we're using our guide along app and we're going through and listening to more of the geology behind it and the history of the area, maybe that'll help us out a little bit more. But I mean, when you first see it, it blows your mind. But at the same time, you just can't understand like what you were looking at. It's just so much. So we're gonna go on today and see how it goes.
Let's have a quick talk about hiking in the Grand Canyon. There's a statistic that says somewhere around 95% of visitors only experience the canyon by viewing it from the rim. That means that less than 1 in 20 people get to see the canyon from the inside.
Why don't you tell us about what you're seeing?
It's too vast. It looks fake. It looks like you can only see right here, like this is real, and the rest is just a green screen. Got the ears flapping. Last time we were here, it was a controversial time to be traveling. It was 2020. Derek was furloughed and I was long distance teaching until the end of the year. So we took a 46-day road trip. And last time we were here, they were doing a trial run, and they only let a few hundred people into the park. So we got to experience the Grand Canyon for the very first time with like hardly anyone around, and it was amazing. And I was very grateful for that time. And now being here 5 years later, realizing that, you know, everyone's allowed here again. But I was still hoping it'd be kind of dead because it's winter. This park is packed.
Going down the trail here at Grandview Point, and Ashley went back. She's not feeling good now, but it goes literally right along the edge. But I'm doing all right. It's icy and snowy right now, so that doesn't help with my fear of falling off 4,000 feet into the abyss. But you know what? I'm pushing through for this. I'm gonna go down a little bit, check it out, and then come right back up. Yeah, so here I am. Goes right off the cliff here. we decided to finish off our day. We're going to finish the rest of Grand Canyon tomorrow. We're just going to wake up in the morning. We're just a little worn out. So we're going to polish off the rest of our Stranahan's whiskey that we got in Colorado and just chill out the rest of the night.
Turns out it is actually very dead. Yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday. There's nobody here. Got the park to ourselves again.
Perched dramatically on the south rim of the Grand Canyon stands the Desert View Watchtower, a structure as captivating as the landscape itself. It was the brainchild of the formidable architect Mary Coulter. Known for her meticulous attention to detail and unwavering vision, Coulter was a force to be reckoned with. She insisted on perfection in every aspect of the tower's construction, from the selection of local stones to the precise placement of each element. This relentless pursuit of her artistic ideals sometimes led to friction with her male construction crews. Stories abound of her demanding high standards and her direct, no-nonsense approach, which, while ensuring the integrity of the design, occasionally ruffled feathers on the worksite. Yet her passion and dedication ultimately earned their respect as they witnessed her commitment to creating something truly exceptional that honored the landscape. Inside the tower, Coulter intended to create more than just a viewing platform. While the panoramic vistas are undeniably the main draw, the interior space itself was designed to enhance the visitor experience. Originally, the tower housed a small museum showcasing authentic Native American artifacts, providing context and cultural richness to the canyon views. These displays included pottery, woven baskets, and other items representing the heritage of the region's indigenous people. While the specific artifacts might have evolved over time with conservation efforts and evolving museum practices, the spirit of Coulter's vision to connect the visitor with both the natural and cultural history of the Grand Canyon remains palpable within the tower's walls.